coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The play brings up 3rd down and 5.
Out of the gun, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Browns.
He'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Panthers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
For the point after.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
McCaffrey of the ball.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
He's going to look deep for more. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And as a defender, if you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
To Odell.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. 21-0 our score after 1.
Panthers nothing.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And returning it, here's Hamler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37.
He's brought down at the
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to a quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Browns 28, Panthers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And 2 yards to go.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
That one is caught by Hunt. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And an incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he completes it to Hunt. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Browns.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
You got nothing. Watch the shit, 20. Watch the shit, watch the shit. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Let's go one more. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I got you, son. I got you.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And the Browns' first down.
Switch. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check 43. Check 24, check 24.
Now Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down, Browns.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Newton now to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Curtis Weaver just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jacob Phillips, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but he still have a lot of work to do on third down.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackling.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Silver. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Get that quarterback. It all comes. 99. Check 99.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Got his target, Samuel.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey on the counter. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a great return up past the 40. But this one may not stand. And they will elect to decline the penalty.